Your hands are the busiest part of your body. From washing dishes, being on the computer all day, doing chores, they just tend to get a beaten. Lucky for you, they are home remedies that you can use to soften your hands. So in this video, I'm going to show you what I use once a week to get my hands to look soft, younger, and also free from wrinkles.
So once a week, I like to give my hands a special treat because I tend to have very dry hands. So today I'm going to show you how I keep my hands soft throughout the week. Right now, they are really in need of some TLC, so I'm just going to do just that. What I'm going to be using today is bananas, and these are overripe bananas. These are the best type of bananas to use to soften your hands and also to get rid of the wrinkles, the roughness, and the just older looking hands. So banana is what we're going to use. I'm also going to be using some baking soda. Now baking soda has exfoliating properties. This is going to help to get rid of the callus. It's going to get rid of the dead skin cells on your hands. I'm also going to be using some oatmeal, and I also like to use the oatmeal because it contains a bit of a starch, so it gives skin tightening properties, but it also helps to exfoliate. And I'm going to use some oils along with this. Now the first thing I'm going to do, I am going to prep the oatmeal, and we're going to blend the oatmeal. So I'm going to be using about, let's say about 2 tablespoons of the oatmeal, and I'm going to be blending this to a powder. You need a small blender or a grinder for this recipe. Now once this is blended, take a look. Let's pour this in a small bowl, and we're going to put it aside, and now we're going to move on to the banana. So for this recipe, I'm using only a half of the banana. If you want to make more, go ahead and use the whole banana. And I'm not even going to chop this. I am just going to break it and put it in my blender. Now, one thing I like to do whenever I'm using banana is to reach for the peel, because guess what? This is where you're going to find the skin brightening properties, right here in the peel of the banana. So I like to take my knife and I like to just scrape it like this, not losing anything at all from the banana. And I also like to just add this to the blender. Now, after blending the banana nice and creamy, we are not gonna pour this out. What we're gonna do, we're gonna reach for the oatmeal and we're gonna pour this in the blender along with the bananas. Now I'm reaching for my baking soda, and let's do some measurement here. So I'm gonna use about a teaspoon of the baking soda, pouring that in the blender. We're going to use some oils in this also. My first oil is going to be some grapeseed oil. It's a very light oil and it's going to help to soften your hands. It is also rich in vitamin C. I'm going to pour about a teaspoon of the grapeseed oil. Next, I'm going to reach for some aloe vera oil. Now, aloe vera contains antibacterial properties. Aloe vera oil helps to soften your hands also. And we're using about a teaspoon of the aloe vera oil. You can go ahead and use any oil of choice. You can use grapeseed oil, you can use coconut oil, you can use soybean oil, you can use rosehip seed oil, any oil you have. I'm just using 3 of my favorite oil. Use any 2 or any 3 for this recipe. My next oil is going to be some pomegranate seed oil. And I'm also using a teaspoon of the pomegranate seed oil. If you're interested in these oils, you can find them on my website, ALESMAXii.com, the grapeseed, the aloe vera, and the pomegranate oil. Now I'm going to add a little bit of a liquid to this. I'm going to use some rose water. If you do not have rose water, go ahead and just use some regular water, or better yet, some milk in this recipe. So I'm using about 3 tablespoons of the rose water. Pour this in. And now we're going to cover and we're going to blend. We have banana. We have oatmeal. We have baking soda. We also have some oils, which is grapeseed, aloe vera, and pomegranate. And we have some rose water. Use any oil of choice, okay? So the main ingredient is the oatmeal and the banana. So now let's just cover and blend. And this is an easy recipe to make if you do not have a blender, because all you need to do is to whisk all the ingredients together. Now let's open. Now let's take a look. And I like to pour it in a small bowl. I'm using all of this for one application. As I said, if you want 2 applications, go ahead and use the whole banana. And this is it right here, my hand remedy. Now take a look. You can clearly see how dry my hands are looking. And now I am just gonna dive in, and I'm gonna start by exfoliating. I enjoy using this on my hands. Get rid of all that callus. You might be like, oh, you don't have callus on your hands. That's skin cells. We're exfoliating. Now, another thing that you can do with this, you can put it in the gloves for about, let's say, 15 to 20 minutes, if you so choose. Just exfoliate first, however. Let's get in these knuckles, in these areas that is normally very, very dry. And go ahead, take it up a little on your hands. As a matter of fact, you know, you can use this all over your body. Yes, giving you a nice exfoliating going on. Once a week is good. So after you exfoliate, I play with this a long time. So I probably exfoliate in like 5 minutes or so. 3, 4, 5 minutes. But, you know, all you need is about 2 to 3 minutes, to be honest. But I like to let it sit on my hands, especially when I'm not going to be wearing a gloves with it. Now, once that is done, let me go rinse this off and come back. And I just finished washing. Let me go ahead and dry with some paper towels. Now, once my hands are dry, take a look at the big difference. Up close, up close, up close. Hands are looking so smooth. Now, what I like to do, I like to go and reach for my pomegranate seed oil, and I like to take about, I would say, about 3 to 4 drops or so. And then I like to just warm the oil in my hands like this for about 30 seconds, and then I'm massaging my hands. Oh, feels so smooth, so soft. Treat yourself, guys. Give your hand a treat like at least once a week with an easy DIY. You can also use your facial scrub. And we have some facial polish on my website that you can also use to exfoliate your hands if you don't have the time to make the DIY. And I'll put the link in the description for you to see. And go ahead, take a look. Banana, oatmeal, baking soda, oils, and a little rose water can do the trick for you.